Why Paris is one of the most visited cities in the world. Every year, millions of people board planes, trains, and buses with one destination in mind. They come from different continents, speak different languages, and live completely different lives. But they all share one thing in common: a desire to experience a city that has, for centuries, captured the imagination of the world. A city where history is not locked away in museums, but lives in the streets. A city where every corner seems familiar, even if you've never been there before. That city is Paris. But here's the question most people never stop to ask. Why Paris? Why not any other major city? Why do millions continue to choose Paris, year after year, generation after generation? What makes this city not just popular, but almost timeless? Today, we begin a deep exploration into that question. Welcome to the channel. This is not just another travel series. This is a 30-day deep dive into Paris, a city that has influenced art, architecture, fashion, cuisine, philosophy, and even the way people experience travel itself. Over the next 30 days, we're going to break down Paris piece by piece. Not just what to see, but why it matters. Not just where to go, but how the city became what it is today. We will explore the origins of Paris, its transformation through centuries, the rise of its global reputation, and the reality behind its popularity. Because Paris is more than a destination. It is a story. And today, we begin at the very foundation of that story. Why Paris became one of the most visited cities in the world. The power of global attraction, deep expansion. To understand Paris, you first need to understand scale. Every year, tens of millions of visitors arrive in Paris. That number is not accidental. It is the result of centuries of cultural, political, and economic development. Paris is not just a city people visit. It is a city people feel they must visit. For many travelers, Paris exists on a mental checklist alongside very few other global destinations. But unlike many tourist cities, Paris offers something unusual. It delivers on expectation. People arrive expecting beauty, and they find it. They expect history, and they walk through it. They expect culture, and they are surrounded by it. In many places, tourism feels constructed. In Paris, it feels inherent. The city was not built for tourism. Tourism grew because of what the city already was. This distinction is critical because it means Paris didn't become famous artificially. It became famous organically over time, geography and strategic position. Paris's rise begins with geography. At the center of the city flows the Seine River. This river is not just a scenic feature. It was the original lifeline of the city. Rivers historically determined where civilizations thrived. And the Seine provided transportation routes, access to trade, natural defense, fertile land nearby. The earliest inhabitants, a Celtic tribe known as the Parisii, settled here because of these advantages. They built a community that could trade efficiently and grow sustainably. Later, when the Romans arrived, they recognized the same strategic value. They expanded the settlement into a structured city. Roads were built. Infrastructure was introduced. The area became connected to a wider empire. This early foundation positioned Paris as a central node of movement and exchange. And that centrality still defines the city today, the slow construction of importance. Paris did not become globally significant overnight. Its importance grew gradually over centuries. During the medieval period, Paris began to develop in three critical ways. 1. Political power. Paris became a center of governance. Kings ruled from here. Decisions that affected entire regions were made within the city. 2. Religious influence. Structures like Notre Dame Cathedral symbolized not just faith, but authority. Religion shaped daily life, and Paris became a focal point of that influence. 3. Intellectual development. Institutions like Sorbonne University attracted scholars from across Europe. Ideas flowed into the city. Debates, philosophy, and education flourished. This combination, power, religion, and knowledge, transformed Paris into something more than a city. It became a center of influence, the transformation that changed everything. By the 1800s, Paris faced a crisis. It was overcrowded, unsanitary, difficult to navigate. The medieval layout no longer worked for a growing population. So a radical decision was made. Under Napoleon III, the city underwent one of the most ambitious urban redesigns in history. Led by Georges Eugene Haussmann, Paris was essentially rebuilt. Entire neighborhoods were demolished. In their place came wide boulevards, uniform building facades, organized street grids, large public parks. This redesign did something extraordinary. It made Paris not just functional, but visually coherent. The city became easier to navigate, more hygienic, more open, more aesthetically unified. This is one of the main reasons Paris looks the way it does today. And it is a major reason tourists find the city so visually satisfying. The rise of iconic landmarks. No global city becomes famous without symbols. Paris has many, but none more recognizable than the Eiffel Tower. Built in 1889, it was originally criticized. Many considered it unattractive, temporary, even unnecessary. But over time, perception changed. The tower became a symbol not just of Paris, but of modernity, innovation, and identity. Landmarks like this create visual memory. They give people something to associate with a place instantly. And Paris is filled with them. From grand avenues to historic bridges, the city is layered with recognizable imagery. Paris as a cultural engine. Paris did not just build structures. It built influence. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Paris became a hub for creativity. Artists like Vincent van Gogh, Pablo Picasso lived and worked in neighborhoods like Montmartre. This was not coincidence. Paris offered something unique: freedom of expression, access to other creatives, exposure to new ideas. Art movements were born here. Styles evolved. Creative boundaries were pushed. The city became synonymous with innovation in art and thought, the emotional experience of Paris. Beyond history and culture, Paris offers something less tangible: an emotional experience. People often describe Paris not just in terms of what they see, but what they feel. Walking along the Seine, sitting in a cafe, watching the city lights at night. These experiences create a sense of atmosphere that is difficult to replicate. This emotional layer is one of the strongest drivers of tourism. Because people are not just visiting Paris. They are chasing a feeling, food as identity. Paris is also a culinary destination. Food here is not just consumption. It is culture. It is ritual. It is identity. Simple items like croissant, macaron are elevated into experiences. Meals are slower, more deliberate, more social. And this approach to food becomes part of the travel experience itself. The power of image and media. Paris has been reinforced globally through films, books, photography, social media. Images of Paris circulate constantly. The city is recognizable, even to people who have never visited. This creates familiarity. And familiarity drives desire, the reality behind popularity. But popularity comes with challenges. Large numbers of visitors can strain infrastructure, local communities, cultural authenticity. This introduces the concept of overtourism, which we will explore later in the series. Because understanding Paris also means understanding its challenges. Conclusion. So why is Paris one of the most visited cities in the world? Because it exists at the intersection of history, beauty, culture, identity, and global influence. It is not just one factor. It is the accumulation of many. Over centuries, carefully layered, continuously evolving. Paris is not just a destination. It is a phenomenon. And this is only the beginning. In the next episode, we focus entirely on the story behind the most recognizable structure in Paris, the Eiffel Tower. If you want to understand Paris fully, you need to understand how that structure changed the city forever. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us as we continue this 30-day journey through Paris. Because the deeper you go, the more there is to discover.